never faced justice for her crimes in New Orleans. She vanished into the anonymity of a foreign land, leaving behind a legacy of torment. The anger of the mob was a raw, visceral reaction to the horrors they had learned of. They had seen the victims, they had heard the accounts. The mansion itself became a symbol of Delphine's depravity. While the mob's actions were destructive, they were fueled by a profound sense of moral outrage. The city had been confronted with an evil in its midst, an evil that had hidden behind a mask of respectability, and they reacted with the only power they felt they had. Section 6. Echoes in Empty Halls, a Legacy of Torment. After the mob's fury subsided, the LaLaurie Mansion stood as a ravaged shell, a testament to the darkness it had harbored and the city's outrage. For years it remained largely unoccupied. Its reputation was forever tainted. Who would want to live in a place so deeply associated with such horrific cruelty? The very walls seemed to whisper tales of suffering, its empty windows like vacant eyes staring out at a city that knew its secrets. It became a dark landmark. Over the decades, the mansion passed through many hands. It served various purposes: a public high school, a conservatory of music, a refuge for young delinquents, an apartment building, even a furniture store. Each new owner, each new set of occupants, brought their own hopes and plans. But the mansion's dark past clung to it like a shroud. Few could escape the chilling stories, the oppressive atmosphere that seemed to linger within its rooms. With each passing owner, new tales of paranormal activity emerged. Reports of strange noises, unexplained footsteps, the sounds of moans and cries echoing through the empty halls at night, objects moving on their own, apparitions. These stories solidified the mansion's reputation as one of the most haunted houses in America. The suffering inflicted within its walls seemed to have left an indelible psychic scar, an energy that refused to dissipate. Today, the mansion is privately owned. It's not open to public tours, but its presence is undeniable. It remains a focal point for ghost stories, for paranormal investigations, and for a morbid curiosity that draws people from all over the world. The spirits of those who suffered there are said to still roam its corridors, their pain, their terror forever imprinted on the fabric of the building. A constant, chilling reminder of the horrors that once transpired. We feel that energy. It's strong, it's undeniable. Section 7. Legends forged in pain, separating fact from nightmare. The story of the LaLaurie Mansion is a potent cocktail, a mix of documented historical facts and layers of chilling legend. Separating the two can be incredibly difficult, especially when the truth itself is so horrific. The fire of 1834 is a fact. The discovery of tortured, enslaved individuals is a fact, reported in contemporary newspapers. The public outrage and the mob attack are facts. These elements form the undeniable, horrifying core of the LaLaurie legacy. However, over nearly 2 centuries, embellishments have undoubtedly crept in. Details may have been exaggerated. Specific tortures described in later accounts might be more a product of Gothic imagination than verifiable record. The human mind often tries to fill in gaps to make sense of the senseless, and sometimes in doing so it amplifies the horror. The sheer evil of Delphine LaLaurie's confirmed actions created fertile ground for such legends to take root and grow. The longer a story is told, the more it can change. Each retelling can add a new layer, a new chilling detail. This is common with haunted locations. The emotional impact of the original events, the pain, the fear, the suffering, creates a powerful energy. This energy fuels the stories. It makes them more compelling, more terrifying. The LaLaurie Mansion is a prime example of how history and folklore can become inextricably intertwined. The legend almost becomes a character in itself, but even if we strip away every potential exaggeration, every unconfirmed detail, the core truth remains. The LaLaurie Mansion was a place of unimaginable suffering. Real people endured real atrocities there. The legends in many ways serve as a testament to the depth of that suffering. They are a way for the horror to be remembered, to be acknowledged, even if the exact lines between documented fact and chilling folklore are blurred by time and terror. The pain was real, the evil was real. Section 8. The LaLaurie Curse in Modernized Pop Culture's Dark Muse. The chilling saga of Madame LaLaurie and her mansion of horrors has not faded with time. Instead, it has permeated popular culture, becoming a dark muse for writers, filmmakers, and television producers. Her story, with its potent blend of high society elegance and depraved cruelty, is undeniably compelling. It taps into primal fears. The fear of the monster hidden behind a beautiful facade, the fear of unchecked power leading to absolute corruption. Most notably, a fictionalized version of Delphine LaLaurie was a prominent character in American Horror Story Coven. This portrayal, while taking significant creative liberties, brought the LaLaurie legend to a massive global audience. It introduced her name and her alleged crimes to a new generation, solidifying her place in the pantheon of infamous historical figures associated with extreme cruelty. The show amplified the gothic horror elements of her story. This depiction, and others like it in books and documentaries, has cemented the LaLaurie Mansion's reputation. It's now known internationally as a site of extreme paranormal activity and historical atrocity. While pop culture often sensationalizes and fictionalizes, its engagement with the LaLaurie story ensures that the memory of what happened there, in some form, endures. It keeps the conversation alive. It keeps people asking questions about the darkness that can exist within humanity. Of course, there's a fine line between remembering history and exploiting it for entertainment. The real victims of Delphine LaLaurie were not characters in a story. They were human beings who suffered immensely. Popular culture's fascination with the LaLaurie tale should ideally also serve as a reminder of that human cost. It should make us reflect on the systems that allowed such atrocities to occur and the darkness that still needs to be confronted. Section 9. Beyond the Veil. Paranormal claims at 1140 Royal Street. The LaLaurie Mansion is synonymous with paranormal activity. For decades, residents, visitors, and paranormal investigators have reported a wide array of unexplained phenomena. These aren't just vague feelings of unease. These are specific, recurring claims of full-bodied apparitions, disembodied screams, moans of pain echoing from empty rooms, the feeling of being watched, or even touched by unseen hands. This house is alive with energy, dark energy. Many believe the intense suffering endured by the enslaved individuals within its walls has created a powerful residual haunting. Their pain, terror, and despair are imprinted on the very fabric of the location, like an endless loop of torment. Some psychics and sensitives who have approached the building claim to be overwhelmed by these emotions. They speak of a palpable sense of agony, a crushing weight of sorrow that permeates the atmosphere around 1140 Royal Street. Specific spirits are often reported. The ghost of the young girl, Leah, who allegedly fell from the roof, is a common tale. Others report seeing figures in chains or hearing the rattling of those chains. The attic, the supposed site of the most horrific discoveries, is often cited as a major hotspot for activity. Phantom smells, extreme cold spots, and objects moving on their own are also frequently documented claims. These experiences are too consistent to dismiss lightly. We as paranormal investigators approach such locations with a mission to document, to understand, to give voice to those who may still be trapped. The LaLaurie Mansion presents an extreme case. The sheer volume of claims, combined with the horrific historical context, makes it a place where the veil between our world and the next feels terrifyingly thin. The energy there is oppressive. It's heavy. It's a direct result of the evil that transpired, an evil that continues to reach out from the shadows. Section 10. The Unseen Scars, Slavery's Haunting Price. The story of Delphine LaLaurie and her mansion of horrors is more than just a chilling ghost tale. It is a brutal and stark reminder of the inhumanity of slavery. Her extreme cruelty, while perhaps exceptional in its sadistic nature, operated within a system that allowed for the ownership and brutalization of human beings. The LaLaurie Mansion stands as a monument not only to one woman's evil, but to the broader systemic evil of an entire era. An evil that left deep, unseen scars. The screams that people claim to hear from within the mansion's walls are not just paranormal phenomena. They are echoes of real suffering, real terror, endured by real people whose names are mostly lost to history. The focus on Delphine, the monstrous perpetrator, sometimes overshadows the memory of her victims. Their lives, their pain, their stolen humanity are the true heart of this tragedy. Their spirits, if they do linger, are a testament to the injustice they faced. Reflecting on the LaLaurie Mansion forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about our past, about the capacity for cruelty that exists within humanity, and about the devastating human cost of systems built on oppression and dehumanization. The horrors uncovered in 1834 were not an isolated incident in the grand scheme of slavery, but a particularly gruesome example of its potential for barbarity. It challenges us to remember, to learn, and to ensure such atrocities are never repeated. The legacy of the LaLaurie Mansion is dark, it's complex, it's a story of horror, of injustice, but also in a strange way of survival. The survival of memory, the survival of the truth, however horrifying. The house on Royal Street continues to exert its grim fascination because it embodies a profound and disturbing chapter of human history. Its chilling presence compels us to look into the abyss and to remember the very real price paid by those who suffered within its walls. Their energy remains, a permanent stain